you had LASIK about 20 years ago, and then you developed cataracts, and a year ago, April 2025, you had cataract surgery to both eyes with the light adjustable lens.
Correct.
And then you subsequently had YAG capsulotomy, right, to both eyes?
It was just the left.
Just the left eye, okay. And it looks like from the records, oh, by the way, so you had the light adjustable lens at an outside practice, not by us.
Not with you, yes.
And they set your right eye to see far and your left eye to see near, correct?
Right.
So that's monovision, because the light adjustable lens is a monofocal lens. And so a year ago you had the surgery, you had YAG capsulotomy, and then you came to see us maybe like 6 weeks ago. And what was bothersome to you about your vision?
About the vision?
Mm-hmm.
Well, first of all, I love to read, and I was having a very difficult time being able to use my Kindle. I had to make the letters really big, but it was not helping because it had a shadow over them, and I was just not happy with that.
Your reading vision had shadowing.
Yes.
Okay, when you initially had your light adjustable lens in your left eye, how was your reading vision?
It was fine. I was not using glasses to read.
Okay.
It was only to see far.
All right.
The glasses, and I was kind of tired of taking them off to write or read because I didn't need the new one. And after the surgery, I had to use glasses to read, but they were not helping because of the shadowing.
Did you have the shadowing before you had the adjustments?
No.
So out of the gate with the light adjustable lenses, before the adjustments, no shadowing?
No.
And they set your right eye to see far, your left eye to see near. Was your vision pretty good? If they would have just left it alone, would you have gone, I think I'm okay? Or were you still bothered? Before any adjustments, were you bothered with your vision?
No. It was after the 4 adjustment that they did that I started seeing shadow on top of all the letters. And
from your left eye?
From my left eye.
Okay.
And I said, well, this is not how I want to be able to read and enjoy, because that's what I do. I read over 100 books a year. So the doctor suggested he said that the lens was defective. So I went to see somebody else, and they said, oh yeah, we can exchange it like right away. And I was like, I didn't come for that. I just wanted to hear what happened. If it was defective, then they can exchange it, right, for the same one. So my previous eye doctor, he said, I never exchange any lens. Oh, this is too new for me. So he recommended me to come and see you. And it was, I think what really got me tired about it was one whole year of going to see the doctor every 2 weeks, and nothing was changing. And so that's why I decided to come and see. Then I saw all your videos, and I saw that there were so many options, and I was like thinking, well, that's kind of one small regret I have, that I didn't made my homework, kind of check all the different types.
It's okay, you can't know everything.
I couldn't, but I do acknowledge that what you do, it's good for us, because it was very informative. Before, I didn't even know what they were going to do. I didn't want to see a surgery, nothing. So I just trust the doctor, who is a great person, but not all the lenses are the same for everybody, because it has to do with when I saw your videos, I was like, okay, this makes sense. I want to be able to see far, but also I want to enjoy my reading. I'm not driving at night, so I have no problem with that, but I haven't had any of the halo that you mentioned, or in the video you mentioned that you might have.
Right, so
I have not.
For context, so about a month ago, we did intraocular lens exchange, removed the light adjustable lens in her left eye. The left eye was nearsighted, so she could read, but she had also had YAG capsulotomy. So we removed the light adjustable lens, put in an NV multifocal lens, did it in a certain technique called reverse optic capture, and Now her left eye, instead of just seeing near with shadowing, it sees near and far without any glasses. And the Envy has rings in it, so some people notice halos, although the rate of halo that's bothersome is very, very low. And so your vision now, far and near, how do you feel it is?
I'm
So here we are in the operating room. We can see our patient's light adjustable lens, or LAL, and the YAG capsulotomy opening. We can also see that there is about a 5 millimeter opening in the anterior capsule that is decentered toward the 2 o'clock position. The anterior chamber is filled with Helon GV. A Donnenfeld spatula is used to elevate the anterior capsule from the LAL. Helon GV is then used to visco expand the capsular bag from the LAL. We use our multiple secondary incisions to target specific areas of the capsular bag to expand with Helon GV. A Connor wand is used to elevate and dial the LAL out of the capsular bag and into the anterior chamber of the eye. Microforceps are used to exteriorize the inferior haptic. The LAL optic is then moved toward the 4 o'clock angle. Our secondary incision at 8 o'clock is widened to 1.5 millimeters, and the nabile forceps are inserted through this incision. The key to using the nabile forceps is to place the long jaws of the forceps completely into the eye beside the LAL. Then engage the LAL from the side toward the center of the optic. MST IOL cutters are then used to cut the LAL into 2 pieces, which can then be grasped securely through our primary incision and removed from the eye with ease. Because the nabile forceps have larger and longer jaws than the MST forceps with teeth, we can easily grasp and remove the LAL in 2 pieces without the LAL optic slipping or crumbling into smaller fragments. Anterior vitrectomy is performed. The Envy multifocal lens is placed anterior to the iris plane. Additional Helon GV is placed anterior to the Envy optic. MST forceps with teeth combined with a Connor wand are then used to maneuver the superior haptic posterior to the anterior capsule. The same sequence is repeated to move the inferior haptic posterior to the anterior capsule. The optic is then lifted above the anterior capsule at the 8 o'clock position. Then a Connor wand is inserted posterior to the optic to lift the optic at 2 o'clock anterior to the anterior capsule to bring the optic into reverse optic capture. In this patient, there's a section of the posterior capsule that blocks our ability to elevate the optic anteriorly. So we use our chopper to push the anterior capsule peripheral to the Envy optic. Once we have the optic anterior to the anterior capsule, we will methodically rotate the toric marks of the IOL in line with our toric marks on the cornea. Then the Helon GV is flushed from the anterior chamber with BSS through 27 gauge cannulas. The iris adjacent to our incisions is then swept to verify that there's no vitreous prolapsing through our incisions. The incisions are then stromal hydrated and the Envy IOL is verified to be perfectly centered. This is our patient's appearance through the slit lamp 1 month after her surgery. And so your vision now, far and near, how do you feel it is?
I'm really pleased and happy with that because if I had it only short to read, it was going to be too much work on my right one only. Now having them both that I can see far away and very clearly, I think I am happy with the decision I made. And I was agreeing to have that halo at night. I said, it's okay, I don't worry about that, but I don't. So not everybody's going to have it.
Right. So before you mentioned when you had the light adjustable lens in both eyes, Did you wear glasses to drive?
No.
You didn't.
Well, we went to see, yes.
To see far away?
To see far away, yes.
You
I
wore
did.
glasses. Now, do you need glasses to see far away?
No.
Because now we've made your left eye help your right eye.
Right.
And so both eyes can see far and your left eye can read.
Yeah.
And then have you driven at night and kind of done this to compare the halo
vision.
effect from lights? Is there much difference?
No, in fact, I sometimes can see better with the left far away, even though the right is doing well, and I'm happy with that. I'm always doing this, closing one eye and the other, and see if I can see as clearly. So I think I'm happy with that because when I see the beauty out there.
Great. And that not much of a halo effect difference between
nothing.
your left and right eye? It's
No.
very interesting.
Yeah. No
Okay.
halos.
Awesome. Thanks for sharing your story. Appreciate it very much.
No, thank you, and thank you for educating us because I think we need that. We need to understand that we have choices, and those choices has to go with according to your goals that you want to have, right?
Yes.
So yeah,
Awesome.
I'm happy. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Great job.